So I've been waiting until I had something to say about Mandy and the Kid before I made a video about season 2, and episode 5 done gave me the hookup. You see, season 1 was a major breath of fresh air after the huge disappointment that episodes 7 through 9 were. The writing was above average, and the Firefly-esque space western tone was a nice, departure from what we got from, kind of the 9-episode space opera that we got from the movies. And of course, just like you, I love Baby Yoda. So initially I forgave the very episodic style it had that was more akin to 90s television, even though all my other favorite shows have kind of evolved into the whole series-long arc thing. But it started getting a little tough when it leaned a little too heavily on a certain formula.
The formula, what is it?
Oh, the formula is old Mandalorian comes in and says, hey, I want to find something. That person says, hey, I know where it is, but you got to help me first before I get it.
Yeah, it is that. Yeah, and he's off doing that, and he brings back something, and starts all over again.
Yeah.
Season 1 left me pretty happy, but I really needed to see them kick it up a notch in season 2, and I expected that maybe all that kind of, hyper episodic, the episodes don't connect to each other kind of thing would go away in season 1, and we would start to really dig into season 2. But I'm 5 episodes in, and it's just not doing it for me. And I think season 2, episode 5 helped me understand what was driving me crazy. You see, I hate how much it feels like the show is a Dungeons and Dragons campaign. D&D sessions feel just like this show. Your heroes are on a relatively vague quest with a distant end goal, and spend most of their time hopping around from side quest to side quest. And generally, you forget about these side quests when you're done with them. Canonically established villains and heroes will pepper the story, every so often, and eventually the heroes will go beat the big bad at the end. Early in the episode, Mando comes walking into town because he's looking for somebody. He doesn't know who to ask, so he just starts asking random villagers, and he goes through them until eventually the guards come and say that someone's looking for him. If you've played D&D before, I dare you to lie and say that that doesn't happen to your party every time they go to a new city. He's given a World of Warcraft style quest to go kill a Jedi out in the woods, and in return he'll receive another specific to his race of people artifact as payment. Dungeons and Dragons, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of the Jedi in the woods, it's time to talk about Ahsoka. One of the things breaking my heart right now is that The Mandalorian was one of the only pieces of content from Star Wars that was expanding the universe. But constantly bringing back name characters from the Skywalker saga, it compartmentalizes, it compresses the galaxy in a very negative way. If you can't go anywhere without running into people from more popular parts of the franchise, then how expansive can this galaxy really be?
And shit, so far, Star Wars has been like high school.
Yeah.
we keep seeing the same people in the hallway.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's that one malt shop that everybody goes to.
Yeah. Jeez, I had a class with that alien right there. Everybody keeps seeing the same shit. Jabba, you here too?
Yeah, for a galaxy far, far away, it feels like a small town.
The movies bringing back the Emperor was an unforgivable mistake that is the kind of mistake that the movies would make. But now Mandy and the Kid is bringing back Ahsoka. Why? Aren't the ratings already through the roof? Not only do we have to add Jedis to our show that was not supposed to be about Jedis, but it has to be a named character. They may think it's a clever use of fan service, but really it's just subtraction through addition. And it weakens the Mandalorian brand. This isn't a Force and Destiny kind of storyline about Jedis and light side and dark side. This is supposed to be the scum and villainy, the edge of the empire kind of story about people who use blasters instead of lightsabers. People who've probably never even heard of a lightsaber. So how far in the galaxy do you have to go before you don't see something that's supposed to be infinitely rare? As much as they say it, Jedi don't feel all that rare. I just want to experience parts of the galaxy that aren't directly tied to Darth Vader.
Bo-Katan sent me. We need to talk.
So here's my hopes going forward. It'd be nice if this was the last time we saw a lightsaber. I know that's not going to happen because we already have the black lightsaber and Bo-Katan and, whatever. But Star Wars is a very expansive universe in theory, and there's millions of different kinds of threats that Mando can fight. They don't have to be lightsaber-wielding, Sith Lords. I don't mind little references like these guys or these guys, but I really am not a fan of bringing back these big named characters from other bigger shows.
For a galaxy far, far away, it feels like a small town.
It would also be nice if the show just completely swapped to series-long arcs. Filler episodes here and there are totally fine and fun. I just finished which I'll probably be talking about next, and in season 2 there's a filler episode. But it's amazing and it's fun, and it helps us contextualize the relationship between two of the main characters, so it's not even a total waste. But The Mandalorian at this point has more standalone side quest episodes than it does episodes that focus on the main beats, which makes it impossible to actually have any theory crafting about what's going to happen in the future, because it's probably going to be just another side quest not connected to anything, so ultimately I just lose interest. At this point, if you did a re-edit and you cut out all the filler episodes and basically just strung together the episodes like a Dragon Ball Z Kai, where you only had the ones that basically move the plot forward, like the big plot, you'd end up with like 5 episodes maybe. So honestly, just those 2 things alone would be enough to get me like really excited about the show again, but it's just, you know, we'll see. But if unlike me, you guys do have any theories about what's going to happen next, let me know in the comments. I want to hear them. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Harry Potter is better than Star Wars. A hot take indeed, but as I take you along my scientific journey, I hope to prove to you that the Harry Potter franchise does indeed poop all over Star Wars.
Now this is pod racing.
Join me.
What does thy bidding, my master?